Kia ora whanau, it is Sheree from Poly Collective. I'm here to share another make-along video. Now this clay that you can see me using is a scrap colour. It is a beautiful sage. Actually, no, it's not a scrap colour. It is a colour that I have in a new colour recipe collection, which is in my Patreon, but anyway. I am making a base for a slab. This slab, I've already made it and it is, oh, of course I've already made it. Okay. I'm just really excited about it. I'm rolling this base out to my large guides, which is 4.5 mil. These colours are all from a colour recipe collection that I made for my Patreons on the Maker's Narrative. This is not me saying that you need to join the Maker's Narrative to get these recipes. You can make these recipes. It's just mustard, sage, pink, forest, apricot, you can use whatever colours you like. You don't need to use the colours that I'm using. Make whatever you want to make that's authentically you. Now, as you can see, I'm hand cutting out some, look, are they starfish? Are they flowers? Nobody knows. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put them on my base. And as you will see later through the video, I'm going to use them as basically like a background. So I feel like the mustard on the sage is absolutely freaking beautiful and I'm digging it. Please don't come at me for my hand cutting prowess because I already know it's not that fantastic. But let me just tell you, organic is in. Handcrafted, hand-shaped, it's cool, it's fine. And, you know, nobody else can make it the same as I can. Okay, so we're going to use these and then I think I'm going to add another little shape in between that. So basically I'm building a background for me to layer on top some 3D details. Now this beautiful blush color is one of my faves. I love a blush and I love a blush and a mustard together. So what are we doing here? What are those shapes? Okay, so they're kind of floral-esque situations. I don't even know what I'm... Okay, so it's cute. I like it. Blush pink, mustard, and sage. I think it's a fantastic mix. And you can see here, I'm just filling in all the gaps to make it look cute. And then I'm going to cut a few more. Come on, let's go. All right. You know, I tried to speed this up, but you've got to see it all. Now we're going to roll down with my depth guides. These are medium depth guides at a 3 mil depth to take it right down. And then I'm going to use some of my trusty 40 grit sandpaper. Trimming off the edges. Yes, tidy. And look what we have come up with now. A beautiful backdrop to now start to layer on some 3D details. So I'm going to use the forest green and make a little center for the, organic pink flowers that we've got there. And this is kind of where it all just starts. When you're creating something like this, I feel like you just have to go with it and don't be afraid to try something different or new. I don't know why I'm pressing those in. They don't really need to be pressed in. This is the most time-consuming thing. And once I started the first one, I a little bit regretted it. So my thought was to put a little beautiful apricot sort of detail on the mustard. And then I decided, no, that's not going to work. No, that's not going to work. She lifts it on. It kind of looks a bit sad, so I decided to put more petals in, and then more, because it's still not quite enough. It's not giving me the oomph I need. It's not giving me, like, she spent 5 million hours doing this. Just so you know, this is also sped up. It took me so long to do those flowers, and I decided to do them over the entire slab. The commitment was there. All right, so now we're going to use an extruder. I wanted to do kind of like a little outline using this beautiful like coral periwinkle, whatever blue it is. Coral blue? What? There's no such thing as a coral blue. Okay, I need to slow this down. Okay, so I wanted to do a little bit of an outline or what sort of like a organic outline on the pink blush flower to frame it almost and make it pop. So that was the point of that, but I don't know if I think it worked. And then I decided I needed to add more in. So if you can just imagine, yeah, it got a lot. But what did I... This is why she sped it up. She sped it up, all right? And then I wanted to use my little cutter. Oh, I love this cutter. It is from Clay Lab store, Melbourne-based shape cutter makers. They sent it to me as a gift, actually, in one of my orders. And I have been obsessed with it. It's like one of their little nano cutters. I can't get enough. So it's super easy to use. And what I like is I actually prefer for the shape, or the little shape that I'm cutting out, to get stuck in the cutter, so that when I press it onto the clay, it just comes straight out. It's actually much easier and it gives a much cleaner finish. So it doesn't always work. As you can see, I'm getting some that are stuck to the tile. But when it does get stuck in the cutter, it's actually better because you can just press it down and not like this situation where it gets all caught. And I have to say, anyway. She's a work in progress. So I wanted to add those little details. And then on top of those, I like to add some more little details. So you can see in the middle of the daisies, I've done some little dots. You can see I'm using my dotting tool to do the center of these little blue flowers. And it really just adds a little bit of extra detail. So little things that you do on this when you're using 3D details can really make a difference. So yeah, that's exciting. Okay, and what are we doing now? Oh, there's just a big gap. Oh, I'm cleaning. Okay, that's fine. Making it look tidy. Okay, we're doing some more blue. Yeah, so I sort of felt like I needed more blue. So I thought, why not go around each of the ones that I've just done and do more? I'm actually glad I did, because when it came to cutting these pieces out, there was a little bit of that blue detail sort of everywhere. And yeah, so we do this, adding a bit more blue, just trying to sort of cover all those bases. What I love is that background that we started with, the sage, with a little bit of mustard and the pink flowers, look how that has just like flourished with the 3D detailing. So now we're going to cut these little puppies up. And yeah, okay, cute. Yes, these are the tools that we use. Those are the colors: extruder, needle tool, knife, blade, dotting tool by Fimo. It's one of my favorites. And yes, I'm just showing you all the tools that I use in this project. Do I show you? Okay, and my long blade. Nice. Okay. Oh, well, now we're going to choose some shapes and cut it up. Great. These are Arc and Curve, and I'm obsessed with Arc and Curve, Perth-based shape cutter makers who actually also do custom shapes. So ultra sharp. Who's the next ones I'm going to be using? The next ones I'm using are actually Clay Time Tools, and unfortunately Clay Time Tools no longer is selling cutters. However, they do sell the digital files of their cutters. So they are based in Greece. You can pick up the digital files if you just happen to have a 3D printer. These are from Blackbird and Violet, my absolute favorite suppliers of all time, based here in Victoria, in Melbourne. And those are from Outline, who are based in Singapore, also another favorite. That's Clayton Tools. That is Blackbird and Violet, a beautiful organic little round shape. And then the little round tiny cutters that I use quite a lot, they are actually from Amazon, but you can also get those from Blackbird and Violet as well. So I always like to share my shape cutter makers and also my suppliers. Okay, if you have any questions at all, comment below. I'll try and reply, or DM me on Instagram. Make sure you're subscribed. Check out the Maker's Narrative. Check out the Maker's Social if you're in Melbourne. Like I said, this colour recipe collection is exclusive to the Maker's Narrative. You get a whole bunch of them when you join, but that does not mean you can't make it yourself. You don't need to join the Maker's Narrative in order to do colours like this. You can always check out my videos, one-to-one recipes that I've got. There's lots of similar colours, and you know, I absolutely adore making these create along videos. So please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're nearly at 30k, which is bloody exciting, and it just means that I can do more and more content and bring you more beautiful videos like this. I do have a couple of videos in this same colorway to upload pretty soon, so look out for those if you like this colorway. Well, if you don't, too bad, that's what I'm making, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.